Hi and welcome along to Man Like Robbie. Now, I was at the game last night. Arsenal beating Sutton United by 2-0. The end of the dream for Sutton United in their FA Cup. And what an extraordinary game. What an extraordinary ground. Plastic pitch. And, Arsenal, they found it really difficult and really tough going. Really got to credit Sutton. They really put in a real good fight. And it just seemed to me, being at the game, even right from the start when I saw the players arrive, the Arsenal players looked uncomfortable in their surroundings. You know, it was really took them out of their comfort zone. Took a little while for them to get going, but once they did, their class sort of shone through, their passing, and they run out pretty comfortable 2-0 winners in the end. Although there was a couple of scares for them along the way. Rory Deacon with a brilliant shot against the bar, and also a little opportunity that they had in the first half when Ospina made a mistake. But in the end, Arsenal running out 2-0 winners. 100 goals now for Theo Walcott. He scored last night. Very integral in the win. And Arsenal now move on to face another non-league team in Lincoln City in the next round. They'll be playing them at the Emirates. And you've got to say, a great opportunity for Arsenal to progress to Wembley for the semi-finals. And something for Arsene Wenger to smile about, who admitted last night that it was a very, very difficult game. But Arsenal getting through on that one. Now, attention turns tonight to the Champions League, where Manchester City will be at home to Monaco. Now, this is a tough game. And as an Arsenal fan who faced Monaco a few years ago, thinking that it was going to be easy and then going out, I can say to all City fans that this is a harder game than you think. And not only that, this Monaco at the moment, I think, is better than that Monaco that beat Arsenal. It is a very, very good team. They dispatched of Spurs in both games in the last round and finished top of their group. And Pep Guardiola knows that he's going to be facing a very, very good side. I mean, they've got some great players. Falcao, as we know, who of course used to be at Manchester United, he flopped there, but he's doing very, very well again at Monaco. They've got the kid Mbappé, who everybody's talking about at the moment. And of course, Bernardo Silva. Watch out for this guy, a really, really top player. So there's going to be some top players on display tonight. They're managed by Leonardo Jardim, a guy that has been linked today again to the Arsenal job. A lot of people are talking him up, saying he's going to be the next big thing. The style of football they play, they're quick, they're fast, very similar to how Pep plays, actually. So it should be a fantastic game. It will be Aguero leaving the line tonight as Gabriel Jesus is still injured. So listen, it's going to be a fantastic game with some fantastic players out on display. And you know what? This is a big opportunity for City. Even though Monaco have been playing well, a big opportunity for Manchester City to progress through to the next round. They've got the players to do it, but they're going to have to defend really well tonight because Monaco will have a go. In the other tie, Atletico Madrid are going away to Bayer Leverkusen. What a team Atletico Madrid are, and Diego Simeone, the manager. They've been in the Champions League final 3 out of the last 4 seasons. They haven't won it. They've been very unlucky. But what a fantastic, for a guy that every season has to sell his best players, what a fantastic manager Diego Simeone is. And he'll be going full guns. I mean, they've got to be the favourites in this one. Bayer Leverkusen, decent team, but I can't see Atletico not getting past him. Could be that Leverkusen at home will be very strong, but over the 2 legs, I've got to go for Atletico winning this. So listen, 2 great Champions League games on tonight. Whilst we're talking about European football, news about Neymar. Now, Neymar and Barcelona, they're going to have to stand trial on corruption charges. Now, this all relates to when Neymar was bought from Santos, his previous club in Brazil. Neymar's one of these players, like many other Brazilian players, who have got this third-party ownership, which means that it's not just the club who own them, it's investors, and I think his parents owned a bit of him. I mean, it's ridiculous. They really don't like that in the UK, and hence why a lot of Brazilian players sometimes find it very difficult to sign for clubs over here in the UK. Now, the investment company that owned 40% of Neymar are claiming that they didn't receive their correct share of the £49 million transfer fee, and they've won the right now to take this to trial, and they could face corruption charges, Barcelona and Neymar. Neymar seems to be, everywhere he turns, there seems to be a bit of scandal regarding finance. So we'll have to wait and see how that one turns out. Finally, Mark Clattenburg, who we spoke about the other day and said that, he's got this big job where he's going to take over as head of referees in Saudi Arabia. Now, it was thought that he was going to leave the Premier League immediately, but it turns out today that he will stay on to referee until the end of the season. It's a big blow for the Premier League because, most people look on him as the #1 referee in the UK, and to lose him to, for him to go to be head of referees in Saudi Arabia, I know it's a lot of money, it's a massive blow to the referees, especially at a time when they're trying to get more and more top referees to come on board, to see your top guy go to Saudi Arabia. But Clattenburg will be staying till the end of the season. So listen, couple of games to look forward to tonight. I'll be glued to those. Watching City, that's going to be a really, really good game. City versus Monaco, and as I say, Bayer Leverkusen versus Atletico Madrid. Thanks for watching. Man like Robbie.
Man like Robbie.